things that you always have to bring on the road with you? Do you have like a good luck charm that you want to bring, or something from home?
Oh my gosh. You know, it's funny you said that. Oh, I have my other set downstairs, but hold on, let me share something.
So very pumped and excited for these fabulous guests. Fab guests? I guess they're just fab guests.
They are absolutely fab. We are so excited to make this happen. We present you at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ardy Saraff and Ron McNeil.
Ardy, yes, I'm here.
Ardy,
I love it.
Yeah, it came out of my mouth wrong. I apologize. How's it going?
Good. Ron loves when that happens. He loves.
I love it. I love it.
I seriously, like, I have it, and I've been like, I know it's Ardy, but of course, you know, whatever. Anyway, how is it going, guys? We're so excited to have you guys here on this fun Tuesday. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
I'm better than he's looking right now. Look at him. Look at that guy. He's scrambling.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the middle of Indiana somewhere, so if it gets a little crazy with the internet, that's why. Normally I'm at home with my high speed and all that stuff and my good microphone, but right now it's just on my phone. But it's good to be here.
Yay! It is so awesome to have you guys here. So we kind of wanted to start off by asking you guys, what were some of your fandoms growing up? Now, Ardy, we know you're into Star Wars. We know that's one of your big things. And before we even started, you were showing us some of your collectibles. But what were some of your fandoms growing up?
Aside from music?
Yes, yeah.
Well, I mean, I definitely grew up in the Star Wars era, that's for sure. Kiss was a big inspiration to me growing up as a kid. Just the craziness, all these guys with kabuki makeup, with flash bombs going off and spitting fire and blood. And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I mean, not the spitting fire, but we do spit blood every once in a while. I grew up with, great music in the household, luckily, with my mom and my sister and my older brother, and had a lot of good friends that were rock and rollers, and we loved just listening to, Queen, Led Zeppelin, the Eagles, Crosby, Stills and Nash. I mean, everything, Paul McCartney and Wings. Then the Beatles obviously came into our lives. So I'm just a creature of pop culture.
Same. And what about you, Ron?
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing. I lived next door to Ardy, so whatever he was into, I was into. No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't live next door to Ardy, but pretty much the same thing. But for me, it was a little bit more like the Monkees and the Beatles, that kind of sort of thing. And then when I got a little bit older, Duran Duran and that kind of stuff in the '80s was my jam. I love that stuff. And I'm into Star Wars as well. I'm not as much of a nerd as Ardy, but I do have some collectibles that I actually sold to him a long time ago. You remember?
Oh.
So yeah, we're both kind of crazy about Star Wars.
I melted those. I melted those down years ago.
Good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I love it. Yeah, I got multiple Star Wars tattoos. I mean, I just think it's one of the greatest franchises of all time, and I don't think anybody would disagree. So yes,
obviously.
Applause. All right.
I agree with that.
All right. Well, we're very interested to know, do you recall the first Beatles song that you heard that made you an instant fan of them?
Oh, go ahead, Ron. You first.
No, not really. I mean, I had my older sister's records, so something probably off of either Meet the Beatles or Introducing the Beatles. Probably I saw her standing there was probably the one that just went, what the heck is this? That's great,
Excellent.
I think for me, believe it or not, it's going to sound very cliche, but I remember my sister had the Red and Blue album, which is the double album, 1962 to 1966. And she just got it at Kmart. It was like for $3 or whatever it was back then. And John Lennon had just been killed. And so I was wondering, why is the whole world so sad about this guy being killed, And she had the album, and I started listening to it. And I think one of the first songs was I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I was reading the lyrics, and it just, this is, a couple decades after it first happened, but I couldn't believe it. As a kid, I was like sonically, and just something hit me, I think I may have gotten like a little bit of a goosebumps or something at the time. I just remember a very excited feeling, like watching Star Wars, like watching something, but obviously I was listening to it. So it was a different kind of experience, a different kind of, I can't think of the word here, but it was just a great feeling to hear that song, and then I go, oh, okay. Now I have a feeling I understand why people love this guy so much, and the rest of the Beatles.
Right. No, of course. Yeah. And I got my, let's see, my yellow submarine. I mean, like Danica and I, we were raised very correctly. You know, we were raised on such good music, of course, like the Beatles included. And it's, I was actually going to mention, we had a guest on here a couple weeks ago. His name was Zach Goody, and he is the new singer for this band Smash Mouth. And he was telling us this absolutely insane story where his dad was an autograph collector and told him, hey, you should write to John Lennon, send him a picture, maybe, you know, you'll get something back. And him thinking nothing of it, did just that, send it to John Lennon. And then unfortunately, you know, John Lennon, his life was taken. And then a week later, an autograph from John Lennon showed up for him in the mail, which was
wow,
insane, isn't it?
That's heavy.
That's
heavy.
It is. I'll have to send you guys the exact way that he tells it, because it's just, it is, to say the least. But probably one of his last autographs that he, you know, signed. So
I'm sure. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, crazy. But so obviously you guys are always on the road. You are always touring, and I'm sure, you know, you get the opportunity to change up your set every now and again. So what is this song that you guys always look forward to playing, because you know everyone that's there is going to be on their feet singing along?
Sweet Home Alabama.
Ah, classic. Classic Beatles tune. Sweet Home Alabama. Yes, of course. Of course.
Roll Tide, roll. Roll Tide, roll. That's what
Lick It Up. For me, it's got to be Lick It Up.
Lick It Up.
Yeah.
Written by the wonderful Vinnie Vincent, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Real quick story, since I said that, I might as well. When we play in Alabama, obviously they have the Crimson Tide down there. So we always do a little bit of Sweet Home Alabama at the end of the show. And the whole crowd goes crazy when you go, Sweet Home Alabama. And we stop and they say, Roll Tide,
roll. Tide, roll.
The sky's also blue. It's just crazy every time.
Wow.
And they just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Huh.
Really cool.
Okay. So now
I would not have known that.
Seen you in Alabama.
Yeah.
Done. Put it on the list. All right.
All right. So next question, of course, is what song do you personally think is the most underrated song in the Beatles catalog?
Oh, goodness gracious. These are hard questions. You know, oh gosh, there's so many. There's so many songs. Boy, gosh. What do you think, Ron?
Well, like you said, even if you say something like In My Life, which wasn't a single, it's not like underrated or anything, but something like, I don't know, And Your Bird Can Sing doesn't get a lot of attention. I like that one. And a couple of those that are kind of like hidden gems. I like those. There's a Place.
I'm going to say, yeah, There's a Place is good, early one. I'm going to say Lovely Rita.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I might have to agree with you.
I love Lovely Rita, and I love
And Your Bird Can Sing. In fact, both those songs. We just did the Sgt. Pepper album in its entirety 2 weeks ago here in Orange County at the Orange County Fair.
Tried?
We did it. We did completely live though. Just the four of us. Just four guys on stage. I mean, we did She's Leaving Home, which has strings and harps, you know, and all that stuff. These guys, the other guys, as I'm singing it, the other three guys, including our drummer, are playing keyboards. So we did She's Leaving Home as a four-piece live.
But we do everything as a four-piece. We don't have any fifth Beatle. We don't play to any tapes or anything like that. So it makes things like the entire Sgt. Pepper album a little bit of a chore. But we figured it out. It was a lot of fun.
That is so incredible. Yeah, y'all are just next level. You guys are remarkable. So I kind of wanted to ask because from what I've heard, Paul McCartney has a pre-show ritual where apparently if he's in a foreign city, he likes to meet with the translator in order to, learn some quotes. And I also hear after the show that he likes to have a sandwich and a margarita. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe, maybe not. But I wanted to know if the two of y'all have any pre or post-show rituals that you guys do or perform.
I have a sandwich. He has a margarita.
Yum.
Not really. I mean, most of us are in our separate dressing rooms listening to the Beatles and trying to get in the mood and just get the overall vibe and that kind of thing. Just after the show, I just like to sleep as much as I can, is wherever it is.
No,
What?
Come on. He listens to Monkeys.
And the Monkeys.
He's listening to the Monkeys.
And the Monkeys, yeah, for sure.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. Same thing with Ron. I mean, I do have a specific playlist on my phone that I like. I have my little travel speaker, Bluetooth, and all that. And the song that got me interested, other than the Red album, back when I was a kid, was the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. And I had the 8-track of that, and my mom had an 8-track player, and I used to play that thing. Wow. I can't believe the tape never broke. I mean, I listened to that every day. And the song for me was Long Tall Sally at the end, the last song they played. And it's just, I'm not that you're warming up to it vocally. I mean, you can't sing that, but that's a song I like getting to the vibe. And on the live recordings, you can hear the Beatles talking about the songs and introducing the songs. So you kind of get that in your head a little bit. Sometimes I'll watch Hard Day's Night and Help on my phone just to get a little bit of a vibe. But, and the other thing generally, Ron and I, and some of the other guys like to do also is we like to peek out in front of behind the curtain and look at the crowd.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. After, we've been doing it 25 years, and it's just like, to see people's faces, maybe seeing the show for the first time. That's a great thing. So we do like to keep that as motivation. So
now,
it's fun, guys, all the stuff on stage.
Do you guys still ever battle with like nerves or anything like that? And if so, do you have ways to combat that?
Not nerves, but nerds.
Nerds. Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. We have arrived.
Hi.
Yeah. Beatle nerds, Star Wars nerds, Monkey nerds, Kiss nerds. No, a little bit. I think if you're not nervous, you're not doing it right. I mean, that's just how I feel. You have to have a little bit of butterflies. I mean, that's a good thing. Excitement. That's what it is. You're excited. So you're getting a little anxious to get the show going. And I think part of the reason why we look at the audience is to bring that down a little bit. You can see, hey, they're taking a picture in front of the stage, because all the guitars are all lined up. So you get kind of a little bit of a feel. Oh, that person, I see a Beatles shirt. Oh, a Fab Four shirt too. So you kind of start getting a little read of the audience, which is cool.
Sure. And I mean, obviously you guys have had the opportunity to play everywhere and all over. Is there like any really unique venues that you guys look forward to getting to play?
Well, we played at the Cavern Club, which is where the Beatles started in Liverpool. Right now, it's funny. It's funny we said that because right now they're doing Beatle Week over there right now. We were there 3 years ago, 2019, right before the pandemic. And that's always a fun place. And then for me, like we just played the Orange County Fair, which is a local show for us. That's one of my favorite shows that we do.
That's awesome. What about you, Ron? Same answers?
Oh, well, like Ardy said, we've been all over. Carnegie Hall, we've played the Hollywood Bowl. We played Dave Grohls' Wedding. We played Paul Stanley's birthday party. We played Eric Idle's anniversary party. I mean, we've been all over the place. We're like the Beatle band to the stars out here. But one of my favorite venues is in Toronto, a place called north of Toronto called Casino Rama. It's one of my favorite places. Ringo recorded there and a couple different things. That's my favorite venue.
And obviously, like, since you guys are on the road practically every day,
including right now.
Right, I know, literally, you're in a hotel room amongst the corn. Do you guys ever have the opportunity to actually get out and explore a city?
Sometimes. Rarely, though. It pretty much looks like the same thing. The airport, the hotel, the stage, and then backwards again. But every once in a while, we get a couple days off, like I have here in beautiful Indiana, when I get to see all the corn. It's just amazing. If you guys need any corn, I'll pack some in my suitcase and bring it back to California. But every once in a while.
And now, obviously, just as a personal question, and maybe you can help out everyone that is watching right now and commenting, traveling right now has been a little stressful. Do you guys have any good travel tips that you can give to any of us?
Don't travel.
Okay. Just don't. Okay.
Try to get a little bit of sleep. That's one thing that hits us the hardest when you're not sleeping. and literally, and you get on a plane and go to the hotel, and you don't know what day it is, you know what time it is. You know, you try to rest, you hydrate, of course. You got to hydrate, lots of water.
Yep, lots of liquids.
Yeah,
got it
for sure.
And
don't forget clean underwear.
Ah, of course, important.
Wait a minute.
Beatle.
Oh, okay.
Beatle underwear. Beatle underwear.
Of course. Well, speaking of things to bring on the road, beyond the obvious like gear and underwear, and Ardy, you mentioned your Bluetooth speaker. Are there any little things that you always have to bring on the road with you? Do you have like a good luck charm that you want to bring, or something from home?
Oh my gosh! You know, it's funny you said that. Oh, I have my other set downstairs, but hold on, let me share something.
Okay.
Here he goes.
I have
more Star Wars stuff. Well, here we go.
Well,
I knew it.
No, this is part of my routine. So I have another little Darth Vader guy. I have 3 other stormtroopers. I always put the stormtroopers on the side of him. Most of the time, I put them out next to the speaker. They're right there next to my shaver. I go, okay, Darth Vader, Dark Lord, can I shave now? And he lets me shave.
How kind.
Does the Force. Yeah. And so my little figures are part of they're in my suitcase downstairs right now, ready to go tomorrow, actually.
You see what I got to put up with? You see this?
Yep.
Sorry, I was staring at my Jabba the Hutt from across the room. So.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. May I continue this interview? Whatever he would say. Okay. I think we're
For
good
a
to go.
second there, I thought you had. Yeah. For a second there, I thought there was a big dog dropping or something.
No. But I'm going to tell him that.
I don't know what that was.
So, you know. So, Ron, anything for you? Anything you travel with that's of importance?
No, nothing like that. I mean, just stuff to make you comfortable, pillow or whatever, or just something like that. But no, just, you know, a lot of Aleve and, you know, sometimes some sleep medication. But other than that, no, I don't have any charge. I just go to Ardy's room and borrow a stormtrooper or something, you know, it makes it easy.
That's very kind. Thank you for sharing the stormtroopers. So since Ardy, you already mentioned it, and we wanted to ask more about the Cavern Club, because obviously it's such an iconic place for the Beatles, and you guys getting to perform there is legendary. What does it mean for you that you guys had that opportunity? I mean, that has to be so incredibly special.
It was very cool. I mean, to be honest, I actually went to Liverpool before we played there. This was like in the mid-90s. I went there as a tourist. But it was still, for me, walking the streets and walking some of the same streets they did, sitting in a booth. There's a bar down the street that's close to the Albert Docks where the water is. It's called the Grapes. And that was kind of legendary because the Beatles used to go have pints there after shows, or probably before shows too.
Pints of milk.
Milk.
Yeah. Well, there's a picture there above the actual booth that they sat in, of them in that booth, and you can sit there. It's just cool. It's amazing. You get that vibe. It's like Mecca. It's Mecca. So there you go. Mecca is slang for Paul McCartney. Mecca. Anyway.
Mecca. Fair enough. Oh, Danica, it's back to you.
Oh, hello. Oh, yes. So now that you've been doing some of your live stream performances, as well as doing all of the in-person wonderful on-the-road things, how has that changed how you interact with your fans, and what has been the biggest challenge changing mediums like that?
It was more about us changing mediums into the live streams, because we'd been doing live performances for 25 years, 30 years. So it was a matter of not hearing an audience, performing for 4 cameras or whatever we had in the studio, and just trying to make each other laugh. And it was a way different thing than it is performing for, like we just did, 8,000 people. That's easy and that's a comfortable place for us. But it was very strange doing the live streams. What was weird too was, like I said, we've been a band for 25 years. Was that we actually made some fans during the live streams. Like I've never heard of you. I tuned in and became a fan. It was just bizarre to me.
Turned it right off.
That was cool. Turned it right off again.
No, I mean, I have to say, obviously, like, you know, with everything that happened with the world, music was so important, and getting to watch, you know, my favorite bands doing these live streams, it kind of helped keep me sane. And like you were saying, Ron, it's like you're playing for people that may not get the opportunity to see you in person, and you're giving them this chance to get to experience you guys. And like, so when I'm looking at the positives of what, you know, the past few years were about, I definitely think getting to watch these live streams were a major positive. So
yeah, it was really cool.
Sure.
I was really proud of the guys too, pulling together and just realizing that our livelihood is not going to be around for who knows how long. And everybody was up for it. And we painted a big green screen in our practice studio and just went for it. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So my producer is telling me there's a couple questions that he's going to pop up on the screen from people that are currently watching. Oh, let me see. Okay, here's the first one.
Are these super chats? Do I get money from this or?
Checks in the mail.
Okay.
So
Cool.
they're saying that I see by your website, you have more than one booking on the same date. How do you determine what cast members play at each venue?
It's like this, right, Ardy? Ready? Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh!
It looks like I'm in Indiana.
Hold on. Let me ask my eight. Hold on. It's up to him. We let him tell us. Well, to be honest, it depends. We try to mix up the guys in terms of, in fact, we'll just say it. Like last week, Ron did the show in Indiana while I was here with some of the other guys in Laughlin. So we're able to cover 2 different shows in 2 different cities in 2 different states. All the time. We've been doing it for years. And we've been very fortunate, very fortunate to have a cast of guys that we've brought up over the years that are able to do it at the level that we need them to.
Yeah, we have a casting director that does all that.
So. Oh, wow. Okay. Convenient. Good to know. So it's not rock, paper, scissors, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble, or it's not.
Well, it is. You didn't ask who the casting director was, and that's him. It's not Darth Vader. Not Darth Vader, but the guy behind Darth Vader. That's our casting director.
Fair enough. So. Okay. Let's see the next question. What is your absolute favorite Beatles song to play and why?
Who? Me?
Both of y'all.
It's so difficult. I love Twist and Shout. I love Revolution, but the one I love in the show is either Strawberry Fields or A Day in the Life, I think, because those are just so difficult to perform and they always get a good response.
I'm gonna say Hey Jude, mainly lately because my little son loves singing. No, Hey Jude. So I like singing that song. It's always fun to sing the album cuts too, stuff that we don't play very often. We'll throw in certain songs, like Ron said, Andrew Bird can sing. You know, that's a very deep cut for a lot of people. It's fun to play that kind of stuff. But overall, aside from Hey Jude, the song that to me means the Beatles. And I felt this way when I saw the Love Show, the Cirque du Soleil show in Las Vegas. At the end, they play All You Need Is Love. When that song came on at the end of that show, that's the only time in that show where I went, oh, finally, I kind of feel the Beatles now, you know, because big drapes come down and you see the images. That song to me, I mean, it's just crazy. You think those guys were 26, 27 years old writing a song called All You Need Is Love. And what, you know, you look at today, 50, 60 years later almost, and what happened? You know, what happened? What happened to writing music like that can literally change the world? Yeah. You know, but when we do, few and far between, we're able to do that song because it requires an orchestra. That's one song we can't do as a 4-piece. So when we are able to play it, it's a treat.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Erica.
A couple more questions. Oh, how did playing Dave Grohls Wedding come about?
That's a good question. I think we were just asked. I really don't even know. I think our agency just got the call, right? I don't remember. That was so long ago.
I think he knows Eric. Well, honestly, doesn't he? I thought he knew Eric Idle. So I mean, you know, they lived in the hills, or he probably still does. All those guys, you know, Eric Idle, Gene Simmons at the time lived up there in Coldwater Canyon area. You know, famous for all the rock and roll 60s stuff. And I thought Eric Idle knew Dave.
It's possible.
Mutual friends. Yeah, I think they kind of know everybody. I think that's what happened. So we got hired to play his wedding, and he had a tennis court right at his house, and they covered the whole tennis court to make it look like a hall, a dance hall. And it was great. He was a really humble guy. It was so cool to meet him. Some of the
we
other
performed
guys
right on the net. We performed on the net of the tennis court.
Without a net. No,
without
a net, Ron. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Come on, Ron.
Served it up for you.
No, I served it up for you.
You guys are great. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what is the hardest song to sing and play at the same time on your respected instruments?
I'll say Getting Better.
Okay.
I'm asked to play the piano solo for In My Life, which was never even played at that speed because George Martin had played it slower and then sped the tape up. And what you hear on the record is the sped up version. So I have to play it that fast and in a different key. And that's kind of makes it a little difficult.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay. Obviously, you guys are without a doubt the most renowned Beatles tribute band in the galaxy. And you guys have had, like you said, so many opportunities to meet.
And other galaxies. Far away galaxies.
You said galaxy.
I did. I certainly did. What would you guys say has been one of the most rewarding things that has happened to you guys, or that you guys have had the opportunity to do being part of this band?
Oh, I'll start with this one, Ron. I think he's probably going to say the same thing. We were asked to do some motion capture projects, the first one was the Rock Band game. So if you have the Beatles Rock Band game, that's us. When you see all the Beatle movements in that game, that's us doing all this stuff and bowing with the guitars and doing this and that. And then after that, 2010, I think it was, we worked with Robert Zemeckis, Academy Award winning director. And they were about to do a Yellow Submarine 3D remake. This was under the umbrella of Disney. So we had Doug Chang, who was the art director for the Star Wars prequels. He was the supervisor for the illustrations and graphics. So we had a meeting with all those guys, and they basically wanted us to do the same thing, which was get in the motion capture suits, recreate the songs that were on the Yellow Submarine movie. Hey Bulldog, All You Need Is Love, It's All Too Much, Yellow Submarine, obviously. And we filmed it for about 3 weeks, I think, something like that, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 3 weeks in LA.
Yep.
And then we did, I think, 99% of what we were supposed to do. And unfortunately, and real quick, we also got to meet Olivia Harrison, George's widow, and Danny, his son. Wow. They came and hung out with us. We got to meet Cary Elwes, the actor. Some of the other guys were doing some of the voices for the Beatles while we were doing all the motions for the characters. So we had some pretty renowned actors coming in, and they were going to be doing the voices. But unfortunately, not too long after that, apparently, the company or the project was canned and sunk. Unfortunately, it was sunk because it just, some of the other projects before that weren't doing so well. So they lost a lot of money on a couple other films, and so they had to tank it. And we were like, no, not that. So, that's what I would think that was going to be our, ultimate feather in the cap.
Sure. And I was going to say, if you ever do meet or get to hang out with Cary Elwes again, make sure to ask him about Andre the Giant, because he has quite the story about Andre.
I bet.
Yeah. Ron, what about you?
Well, like Ardy said, we've done so many things over the years, but I'm most proud of the Christmas album that we have, and I'm also most proud of our Emmy Award that we won for our PBS special. There aren't too many tribute bands with any awards, much less an Emmy Award. But those are some fun times, and like Ardy said, all that stuff with the mocap and all that stuff was just we've been blessed for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I love the special. I've seen it, and it's, well deserved. So, okay, we're gonna pivot ever so slightly. We have a game for you guys. So we're gonna play a game of Would You Rather.
Thank you.
You pivoted.
You mean okay?
You're on top of it, Ardy. All right.
I thought you meant literally.
All right, everyone pivot. So yeah, we're gonna bring up the game. This is a game of Would You Rather. There is no wrong answers. Whatever you guys choose is correct. So let's see. Danica, do you want to go first? Do you want to read the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have to wear your Sgt. Pepper's outfit every time you went out in public, or sing a day in the life every day through your morning routine?
Ooh.
Oh, I'd say sing a day in the life in the morning routine any day.
I don't know. I'm an attention whore. I'm going to go out in Sgt. Pepper. You know?
I love it. I love it. That's a great choice. Great choice. Both are great. Both correct. Okay. Here's the next one. Would you rather? Where's the next one? Where is it? It is not here. Okay, I'll just read it without the graphic. Okay, so the second one is: would you rather?
Oh, there you go.
Here it is. Eat Scouse once a day or eat Wet Nelly once a day. These are both very popular foods from Liverpool.
I had to look.
Well, Scouse, I know what that is. That's why they call them Scousers. Our mate Gavin, who plays George, is from Liverpool, actually. Mm-hmm. So he's a real Scouser. From what I remember, I don't know what a Wet Nelly is. So looks like a biscuit and gravy or something.
It's like think of like fruitcake but moist.
Oh, fruitcake. Oh, that's right up your alley, Ron.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat Gavin once a day. So that would be eating Scouse once a day. So you know what? I'm going to go with the Wet Nelly for sure.
Me too. Me too.
Done. I like how people in the comments are like, neither. Okay, that's fine. That is an option. Sure. All right. Danica, you got the next one?
All right. Would you rather be part of Real Mania movie or complete the Yellow Submarine remake?
Well, wait a minute. We have a lot of wow. These are like tailor made.
Yeah.
It's true.
Since we were the Ruddles, we were the Ruddles for Eric Idle in his way off Broadway production of Ruddlemania. So I got to play. I got to play Ron Nasty once. So I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it again since I am Nasty and I am Ron. Or complete the remake. You know what?
Complete the remake. Complete the remake.
No, I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
Is that a wrong answer? Is that okay?
No, that's always
okay.
correct.
There is no wrong answer. That's a Ron answer.
Wrong answer.
And Ardy, what?
Between the two, we've already done, like I said, we've already done the Ruddle thing. I don't know if I can do Dirk so much anymore. I'm going to say complete the Yellow Submarine remake.
Okay. Great answers. Great answers. Okay.
I'd love to see either. Let's be honest.
All right. Here's the next one. Would you rather switch set list with Kiss for a day or switch set list with Clearwater?
Wait a minute. How do you guys know all my top 10 bands?
You're
showing me everything.
You're gonna drive Ardy crazy here. He's gonna do both.
Oh yeah, hell, both all day.
Okay.
CCR for me.
Okay. Fine. Very nice. And also, Ardy, not to give away too many of our secrets, but they are listed in your Instagram bio. So.
See, there you go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
they're cheating.
Someone's actually doing their research.
We just snoop.
We're
real good at snooping.
All right, Danica.
That's okay. We like Snoopy too.
So do we. All right, Danica, go ahead.
Would you rather be an apprentice to Obi-Wan Kenobi or an apprentice to Yoda?
Oh,
Yoda for sure.
Anakin. Okay.
To Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Have you watched? I mean, I got Darth here.
Have you watched the new series yet on Disney?
Unfortunately, I did.
Unfortunately, you did. Oh, geez.
I haven't.
Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with it. Not to go into too much of a tirade, but I think Disney is kind of messing up Star Wars for me.
Okay.
I can't be mad because I just get to see Ewan McGregor, so I can't be mad.
Yeah.
Me and McGregor, or just Ewan McGregor?
Just him.
Okay. You said Ewan McGregor, so me and McGregor. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You and McNeil.
Sorry.
No, this is amazing.
You caught us in a very strange day.
This is fun.
I love it so much. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather perform with the first band you ever saw live or perform with the first band whose album you bought?
Ooh.
I'm going to do the album because that would be the Monkees. And if I was going to perform with the first band I ever saw live, I pretty much am. I saw Beatlemania was my first concert as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
I've been there, done that.
Okay, nice. Ardy?
I'm trying to think. I think it's going to be perform with the first band whose album you bought. That would be obviously a thrill because after my sister bought this, I bought a Beatles album. So if I were able to play with the Beatles somehow, I mean, that would be the ultimate, obviously.
Yeah. Do you remember the first band you saw live? Okay.
Well, the first band I saw live, I'm trying to think. In a concert, I saw the Stones and the Stones, Guns N' Roses, and Living Colour at the LA Coliseum in 1989. I could probably fill in with the Stones on bass, so maybe that. I would probably pick that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Darn.
All right. This is our final one. Danica, take it home.
All right. Would you rather perform a set on top of 3 Savile Row or get a haircut at the barbershop on Penny Lane?
Perform a set on the top of 3 Savile Row.
Same. I only go to Supercuts, so you know.
Fair. Okay. Well,
got to stay loyal.
Yes, of course.
That's right.
And they are super. Well, y'all, this has been so much fun. You got them all right. Way to go. You guys.
Woo!
Perfect. And we have to thank you for all the tremendous dad jokes because we kind of live for that.
Yeah, we do.
Well, you're in the right company.
It's a Fab Four way for sure.
You guys are so great. Before we do release you back into the wild, is there any final thoughts you want to leave us with here on this fine Tuesday?
Well, those shows coming up over the next 4 days, we're really looking forward to getting back out there. I don't have it right in front of me, unfortunately. Ron, do you know where are we going? I don't know where we're going.
Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio. You can find it on our website, thefab4.com. It's under our tour schedule. I'm also putting together a Monkees tribute called The Monkey Men right there. And so it's going to be the
Shameless
same thing.
Plug. See that?
Shameless plug. It's going to be just like what we did with the Fab Four, except with the Monkees. I'm not one of the Monkees. I'm like the 5th monkey. But I've got 4 guys. I got 4 guys to play the Monkees, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So look for that too in the future. And more Darth Vader. You know.
Of course, always, and more Jabba.
Yeah, I mean, people can find us, like Ron said, on the website.
Perfect. Oh, it's that making the noise. I thought it was you.
No, it's
so good.
No,
okay.
I used to sound like that when I was a kid. I had asthma.
Sam.
Okay. Before we wrap it up, we're going to go over upcoming guests that we have coming up on the stream for the next couple of weeks. Let's see if we can, what's happening here? Okay, there it is. So on Thursday, we are welcoming Ming Chen from Comic Book Men. Next Tuesday, we have the band Liliac. The following Tuesday after, we have Townsend Coleman, who is the original Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We also have Josh Server from All That. We have Michael Aio, who is the creative director of Halloween Horror Nights. We have Twisted, Jason Marsden, and so much more. This has been such an absolute joy. You guys are fab. And thank you guys so much for sharing your time with us and everyone watching.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks, girls. And thanks to Jude for having us and helping us out with everything. And hopefully we'll get you at some shows. We'll be going to the East Coast again, November, December. We're everywhere all the time. Every single day we're somewhere.
Yeah, I believe.
And Ron can bring you some corn.
Oh my gosh, please.
Yes, perfect.
Please.
We need a whole suitcase worth.
Yes. I believe I'll see you guys December 8th in Fort Lauderdale. So I will see you guys soon. And for everyone watching, thank you guys so much. And we will see you guys on Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.